Hagoromo. When it comes to chakra, Hagoromo isn't playing the same game as everyone else. He invented the game. We're talking about the Sage of Six Paths here. This guy didn't just master chakra. He inherited it straight from his mom, Kaguya Ōtsutsuki, after she munched on the god tree's fruit and said, "I'll take the whole chakra buffet, please." Hegormo went on to become the Jinchūriki of the 10 tails, which is like saying, yeah, I'll have all the elements with extra sauce. Fire, wind, lightning, earth, water, got it. And on top of that, Yin and Yang Release. Basically, he could create something out of nothing. Literally, he used Yin-Yang to create the tailed beasts. Let that sink in. Kurama and his fuzzy buddies, made by this guy like DIY plush toys powered by cosmic energy. He wasn't just theory either. Hagoromo used fire to balance nature during his teachings. Wind barriers? Check. Lightning blasts? Used those to smack around the 10 tails. Earth release? Built giant seals like they were Lego sets. And water? He manipulated whole environments. The man had elemental DLC unlocked from birth. Oh, and did I mention his creation of all things technique? That's Yin-Yang Release at work. He literally spoke life into chakra masses. No big deal. So, yeah, Hagoromo didn't just have all chakra types. He probably had some chakra types we haven't even discovered yet. Hold up, we're getting super close to 19,007 subscribers, and our next big goal is to reach 25,000. If you enjoyed this video, found it informative, or just had fun diving deeper into the world of Naruto with us, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Every single click from you is a huge motivation for our team. It's what keeps us going, creating even better and more detailed content. Thank you so much for supporting AnimeZONE. Now, Kaguya. Before Hegormo was even a thought, there was Kaguya, the woman who took one bite of the god tree's forbidden fruit and unlocked the chakra multiverse. She was the first person to ever wield chakra on Earth, and she didn't go halfway with it. All 5 basic chakra natures? Yup. Yin and Yang, double yup. God-level powers that make your favorite shinobi look like toddlers with sparklers? Absolutely. Her Ōtsutsuki DNA turbocharged her chakra to a divine level. She didn't train, she didn't practice, she just had it. And when she fought, she did it across dimensions. Fire? She used it inside her 80 Gods vacuum attack, which, let's be honest, sounds like something you'd find in a Dyson catalog if it could melt mountains. Wind? She summoned hurricane-level gusts that sent opponents flying like dandelions. Lightning? She struck down with it during her dimension shifts, because why just teleport when you can teleport with thunder? Earth? She morphed the battlefield using her truth-seeking balls, turning the ground itself into a death trap. Water? Don't even get me started on her ice dimension. Freezing cold, beautiful, and extremely deadly. And her Yin-Yang Release? Let's just say when she blinked, entire realities moved. The all-killing ash bones and her ability to create dimensions, straight from yin-yang control. She basically used god-tier chakra like most people use a TV remote. Naruto. Naruto started off as a kid who couldn't make a basic clone, and somehow, by the end of the series, he's bending all 5 elements like its avatar, the last Jinchūriki. How? Well, thanks to a power-up from Hagoromo, Kurama's chakra, and the 6 Paths Sage mode, Naruto unlocked the full chakra flavor palette: fire, wind, lightning, earth, water, and of course, the Yin-Yang power set. Let's break it down. His wind release is the most iconic. Hello, Rasen Shuriken. He used it against Kakuzu, Pain, and even in the final battle against Sasuke. But then there's Fire Release, which he infused with Kurama's chakra to create fiery versions of his usual arsenal. Just imagine a Rasen Shuriken on fire. During the 4th Great Ninja War, Naruto unlocked a whole new level of chakra manipulation after receiving 6 Paths chakra from Hagoromo Ōtsutsuki. With this power boost, he gained access to the chakra of all 9-tailed beasts, and each beast brought a unique chakra nature to the table. This is where things get wild. Naruto didn't just use standard Rasengan anymore. He started fusing them with different elemental chakra types based on each tailed beast. We saw lava-style Rasen Shuriken when he combined Son Goku's chakra. Yes, the giant monkey dude. Then, there was magnet-style Rasengan using Shukaku's power, and even a boil release enhanced Rasengan, thanks to Kokuo's steam-based chakra. Each of these Rasengan variations reflected the beast's elemental affinity, giving Naruto a rainbow of destructive options in his arsenal. It was Rasengan on steroids, times 9. Now fast forward to the Boruto era. After losing Kurama and getting a prosthetic arm, courtesy of Hashiarama's cells, Naruto didn't just stop there. That new arm allowed him to tap into wood style, or at least show signs of using it. And during training, when Boruto launched a water-style attack, Naruto casually countered it with earth-style. Yes, earth beats water. Textbook chakra nature rules in action. Now, Yang Release. This is where things get wild. With truth-seeking orbs, he could nullify ninjutsu and reshape matter. This is how he countered Obito, Madara, healed Kakashi's eye, and even helped fix Guy after his near-death moment. Sasuke. Sasuke Uchiha, also known as Mr. I don't have friends, but I have Rinnegan now, isn't just a master swordsman or Sharingan prodigy. Thanks to Hagoromo's 6 Paths chakra, he unlocked access to all 5 chakra natures and Yin-Yang Release. Let's start with what we are totally similar with. Fire Release and Lightning Release, so I'm not going to talk about this anymore. After awakening the Rinnegan, Sasuke gained access to all 5 chakra natures and Yin Release. His Earth Release lets him reshape stone into glass, gems, even metal, basically turning dirt into weapons. With Water Release, he can summon large amounts of pure, non-conductive water. It actually insulates against electricity. His Wind Release reduces air resistance, boosting his speed like a ninja turbo mode. Inspired by Haku, Sasuke also learned to mimic Ice Release. He can evaporate water into steam or freeze it instantly using wind style. He's created ice kunai, frozen enemies on the spot, and even made a bridge across the ocean. He admits it's not true Ice Release, but for someone without a Kekkei Genkai, that's still insane. And then there's the big one, Yin Release. Sasuke used Chibaku Tensei to seal Kaguya, showing his Rinnegan wasn't just for show. This ability let him mess with gravity, seal enemies, and flex on gods. Madara. Let's talk about Madara Uchiha. The man, the myth, the walking spoiler alert. This guy didn't stop after becoming the most powerful Uchiha. He went and became the Ten Tails Jinchūriki. And when that happened, Madara didn't just unlock the 5 basic chakra natures. He unlocked everything. Thanks to the Ten Tails and his Rinnegan, Madara gained access to fire, wind, lightning, earth, water, and Yin-Yang Release. It was like giving a flamethrower to someone who already had a nuke. You probably remember his majestic destroyer flame, that giant wall of fire that made the entire Shinobi Alliance wish they'd called in sick that day. Wind Release? He whipped up massive gusts to throw people around like paper dolls. And with lightning, he mixed in sharp, fast strikes to keep everyone on their toes, because giant meteors weren't enough apparently. Then we've got Earth Release, which Madara used to make enormous structures, craters, and barriers. He was basically doing landscaping during war. And of course, he used Water Release too, mostly for area control and surprise attacks. Yin-Yang Release. With the truth-seeking orbs, Madara could nullify ninjutsu, and with infinite Tsukuyomi, he tried to lock the entire world in a genjutsu. Obito. Now we move from Madara to Obito, aka the man who went from class clown to world-ending supervillain, then back to tragic hero. His glow-up came when he became the Ten Tails Jinchūriki, just like Madara. That transformation gave him all 5 basic chakra types, plus Yin-Yang Release. Obito always had a flair for drama, and the Ten Tails upgrade made him elemental royalty. He used Fire Release in his Ten Tails form, launching molten-style blasts like a lava cannon. His Wind Release created huge protective barriers that made it almost impossible to land a hit on him. Lightning? He casually threw out lightning-infused strikes like he was conducting an orchestra of pain. Then we've got Earth Release. He was also seen performing Earth Release techniques on occasion. though he exclusively did so in order to burrow and move underground, letting him augment the battlefield from below or sneak up on opponents. With the white Zetsu matter used as his replacement limbs, Obito could perform wood release, combination of earth and water-based chakra. Now, here's where things get insane. With Yin-Yang Release, Obito got access to truth-seeking balls, which let him erase jutsu entirely. And let's not forget, this guy nearly erased Naruto and Sasuke from existence while giving a monologue. You know you're strong when your villain speech comes with particle destruction. Teneri. Teneri was living a peaceful life on the moon, chilling in his ivory tower, and then decided, you know what? Earth deserves to be reset. Classic moon logic. But once he awakened the Tenseigin, Teneri basically got himself a one-way ticket to chakra heaven. The Tenseigin gave him access to all 5 basic chakra natures and Yin-Yang Release. And just like the Rinnegan, the Tenseigin amplified his control over chakra to absurd levels. Let's start with Wind Release. It was more his thing though. He generated tornado-level storms that sent Naruto flying like a balloon in a typhoon. Lightning Release came in through his Tenseigin chakra mode, which glowed like a divine Super Saiyan and let him fire bolts like a divine archer. And he also created a big sword with pure chakra. Earth Release? Oh yeah, Teneri could reshape the lunar terrain and also summon the giant golem. And you thought Tsunade had groundbreaking techniques? He also used Yin-Yang Release. Teneri summoned truth-seeking balls, created energy constructs, and basically looked like a moon-themed demigod. Hashiamarama. Hashiamarama wasn't just the first Hokage, he was a walking forest. The dude made trees rise from the ground like it was spring on steroids. But don't let the peaceful wood release fool you. Hashiamarama mastered all 5 basic chakra natures, and maybe even dipped into Yin-Yang Release. Then comes the fun part, earth and water, which he combined into his iconic wood release. He didn't just use trees as weapons. He made giant Buddhas, tree dragons, and walls taller than your will to finish filler arcs. This wasn't gardening, it was warfare. Now, about Yin-Yang Release. It's a bit of a gray area. Some fans argue he used it when performing Sage Art, Gate of the Great God, a move so powerful it pinned down the Ten Tails. That's some reality-bending power right there. It implies creation-based chakra techniques, but never flat-out confirms it. Hiruzen. Now we land back on Earth with Hiruzen Sarutobi, the 3rd Hokage. Nicknamed the Professor, this man studied more jutsu than anyone in his generation. And yes, he mastered all 5 basic chakra natures. Let's break it down. Fire Release? Classic. He used the Fire Dragon Flame Bullet against Orochimaru like it was second nature. Wind? He used wind techniques during the 4th Great Ninja War to back up the allied shinobi forces. Lightning? Yep, he used it to defend the village in his final years, proving even old dudes can zap with the best of them. And so on, during the Great War, we also see Hizuen using 5 shadow clones, combining all 5 elements simultaneously. Hiruzen summoned Shinigami while fighting with Orochimaru to seal his hands. I guess this part is for the Yin-Yang Release, right? So while he did master 5 chakra natures, and that's still huge, it wasn't more than 5. Close, but not quite top tier in this category. Tobarama. Tobarama Senju was the Hokage you didn't mess with. He had that don't talk back to your sensei energy. As the brother of Hashiamarama and inventor of way too many dangerous jutsu, Tobarama trained himself to master all 5 basic chakra natures, and he probably did it before breakfast. He was a tactical genius, the kind of guy who didn't just fight, he analyzed, calculated, and then hit you with a jutsu you didn't know existed. His fire release came in hot during fights against the Uchiha because nothing says family feud like a literal firestorm. With wind, he could stop opponents in their tracks by blocking attacks before they even started. Tobarama also used lightning release in powerful combo attacks, like a one-man thunderstorm. And when it came to Earth, he formed the Earth Flow River, slippery, annoying, and extremely effective if you're trying to make someone fall on their face mid-fight. Then there's water release. Tobarama invented some of the most iconic water techniques, like the water formation wall. The guy was basically Poseidon in a forehead protector. Now, here's the kicker. Tobarama has not used Yin-Yang Release in the screen or manga. As brilliant as he was, he is a creation of almost forbidden jutsu in the show, so he definitely has knowledge about the Yin-Yang Release. Orochimaru. Ah yes, Orochimaru, the human snake emoji. This guy wasn't just a Sannin, he was a walking science experiment. If there was a jutsu, he wanted to know it, master it, clone it, and possibly use it on himself. Naturally, he ended up learning all 5 basic chakra natures, along with Yin-Yang Release. He's shown fire release, like his great fireball jutsu, which he used more than once to roast his enemies and test subjects. Wind release? He blasted Naruto back with great breakthrough, a technique with the subtlety of a jet engine. His lightning skills came more through his creepy science experiments, but trust me, if it zaps, Orochimaru probably put it in a syringe at some point. Earth release was used for deception, like the Earth clone technique. And after taking over a white Zetsu body, modified with Hashiarama's DNA, Orochimaru gained access to the latter's wood release. Mu. Let's talk about Mu, the second Tsuchikage, and Loki, one of the most underrated monsters in Naruto history. This man could turn invisible, erase his chakra signature, and casually nuke a mountain with dust release. Yep, dust release is a Kekkei Toti that combines fire, wind, and earth, and Mu was its absolute master. He also had control over lightning and water release, though we saw less of those on screen. Still, as a KJ-level shinobi from Iwagakure, it makes sense that he trained in all 5. With earth release, he could make himself light enough to literally float through the air. But his real specialty? Water release. He could erase his presence so cleanly, no one could sense him, not even by chakra. That's why they called him the Null Man. No body, no chakra signature, nothing. Just pure ghost mode. On top of that, he had control over Yang Release, adding to his insane versatility in battle. Kakashi. Kakashi Hatake, aka Copy Ninja Kakashi, aka the guy who made reading in public look badass. Thanks to his Sharingan and elite training, Kakashi learned all 5 basic chakra natures, without any flashy bloodline abilities. Well, except the eye he borrowed from Obito. His fire release came into play with moves like the Great Fireball, which he copied and refined over time. Lightning release? Come on. This man created Chidori and perfected Lightning Cutter. It's basically his signature element. He also used Earth release to build mud walls for defense, or manipulate terrain mid-battle. And water release? He busted out the water dragon as early as Naruto Dadabayo. The man was in his bag even before Naruto could do a decent clone jutsu. Victor. Victor, the walking midlife crisis of Kara, is one of those anime-only characters from Boruto who felt like he stepped out of a tech startup and into a battlefield. As a Kara inner, Victor combined old-school chakra training with scientific ninja tool hacks, which honestly makes him feel like he installed chakra apps instead of learning jutsu the hard way. When it comes to chakra natures, this guy had the full package. With wind release, he could whip up actual twisters. Yeah, not just breezes. We're talking tornado-level chaos. Switch to lightning release, and boom, he's either zapping you with bolts or punching like a live wire. Then there's earth release. He could split the ground wide open, send waves of dust crashing through enemy lines like it's some desert tsunami. For defense, he could summon towering water walls to block incoming attacks like a pro. And when it's time to go full offense, fire release let him launch multiple fireballs like a living artillery unit. Lastly, thanks to Yin release, he could project a phantom image of himself to communicate from a distance. Like Ninja FaceTime, just way cooler. Kakuzu. Kakuzu from the Akatsuki might just be the only ninja who collects hearts the way some people collect Pokemon. Through his terrifying jutsu, Earth Grudge Fear, Kakuzu could steal hearts from other shinobi. each heart giving him access to a different chakra nature. It's not exactly ethical, but hey, it worked. Kakuzu used Earth Spear to harden his body, tough enough to tank attacks like Choji's spiked human bullet tank. By stealing hearts from other shinobi, he gained their chakra natures, linking each heart to his own system. This gave him access to 5 elements, something impossible without those natural affinities. His base nature seemed to be Earth, but in the anime, he also used water release independently, like hiding underwater or making water clones. Each heart had its own mask. Fire mask, shaped like a demonic tiger, it used fire release, intelligent hard work. When combined with the wind mask, the fire-wind combo became nearly unstoppable. Lightning mask, looked like a deformed humanoid. It fired lightning release, false darkness. Water mask, a bird-like demon form, it granted water release powers, not shown in the manga due to early destruction. Wind mask, a thin, winged creature with 4 legs. It used wind release, pressure damage, and worked with the fire mask for that deadly combo strike. Kakuzu basically built himself into a walking elemental arsenal. Onokei, the third Tsuchikage, was basically a flying rock wizard with lower back pain and 0 patience for stupidity. Onokei had a stacked chakra arsenal: earth, fire, wind, lightning, and yang release. By fusing them, he unlocked 2 crazy advanced types: lava release and the legendary dust release. Despite his age, he was strong enough to throw hands with Madara and vaporize enemies with his signature move. Dust release, he could literally erase anything in its path. We're talking forests, islands, boom, gone. He could even shape the attack mid-air, split it apart, or trap fast-moving targets like meteors to protect his village. And his earth release skills? Top tier. Onokei could make rock clones, summon giant golems, and even mess with gravity. He'd increase an enemy's weight to pin them down, or lighten himself to fly around like it's nothing. To make up for his old age and weak punches, he'd wrap his fists in stone and multiply their weight, enough to smash through chakra defenses like Susanoo. Basically, Onokei didn't just bend Earth, he bent the laws of physics to win.